We will do that. Good morning, Vietnam. So it's really funny. I'll talk about that in a minute. It's an interesting story, but we're here this evening with Michael Romer, and we're really, really excited to be doing readings with Michael because we have been talking about it for a while, and things kind of come in and out of phase. So this is the wonderful over here. Michael Groomer is in the room. So there should be Sam will be in the room here shortly. But Michael, there should be a button up on the top right, I think, for you to share to your stream.
Yes, it asked me to log in.
Awesome. Oh, good. Okay. So Mr. Fry is over here trying to get his tech working. And when he is fully fledged and working, he'll be on. But we're going to go ahead and talk really quickly about why we are on here tonight, I think. We have been blessed, absolutely blessed, to watch many, many people within the membership come through and develop and do incredible things. And we have been blessed to watch Michael do the same. So, Michael, can you tell us just a little bit about your spiritual journey? Look, we have 23 people on already. Hi, everybody. Please make sure you take the time to share and throw out some emojis. That would be awesome.
Yeah, well, Lisa, first of all, I'm very honored to be here. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hi, Sam. So I joined My Mystical Life. It's been over a year now, but I met Lisa and Sam back in 2019. So they've been part of my journey for a long time. And I'm just very proud to be part of this community. It's such a loving community with a lot of great people. And a lot happened over the course of that time that I've been with the group. Mainly a lot of confidence building so that I'm actually sitting here tonight. Because in 2019, if Lisa said I'd been doing this, I would be doing this, I'd be like, you are crazy. No way. So I'm just very happy to be here. And thank you so much for the opportunity.
I think we're going to have a good time. We were supposed to have Laura Kading on with us this evening. And I think we're actually going to start to offer this for members once a month where we do a gallery reading. And we'll just kind of switch everybody up every once in a while and have a good time. But Laura had some technical issues with her vehicle, so she's not here this evening. So it's just three of us. But I do believe I actually might have said something to you in 2021 about, Michael, there's so much more to you.
You did. All of the readings that you've ever given me, including the one in 2019, I recorded them on my little thing, and I go back and listen to them from time to time. And it's really interesting how you nailed things way in advance. And I thought, there's no way. It's never going to happen. But here we are. It's like you're psychic or something. What?
I told my husband, I'm not a mind reader. I can't know everything. But it's just some synchronicities, right? Because we met in what town in Arkansas was that?
In Fort Smith, actually. Yeah, I was drawn to, you were a guest lecturer that day, and you were giving your lecture, and I was drawn to selenite. So Sam's table brought all the boys to the yard, and I was like, I've never seen that before. And it was selenite, and I met Sam and was talking to him for quite a long time. And he said, you should really meet my wife. And I'm like, okay, thinking, does she have selenite too? But that's how it started. So yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, you stuck out in our minds too.
I stick out in everyone's mind, unfortunately.
You do. And I can look over here into the comments, which you can see comments, right?
Yes, I can now.
Okay. Yeah. And Katrina is like, Michael's magical. There's something about when you're speaking that's very engaging. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun this evening. And we're going to go ahead and kick it off. To get a reading, you guys, if you could share out to a group, not Knitters Anonymous, because I mean, they're not going to care about this. So share out to a group that's going to be something that this, interests them. Pretty, please. And we will go ahead and start doing some readings. And the way we're going to do this is we don't hold a list, you guys. There is no list. We go through and we watch the comments. And when we feel pulled to read for somebody, that's the person we read for. So there is no list, but I'm sorry for that. But Spirit knows who needs the information the most, right? So I'm going to go ahead and start off, and then we'll pass the baton off to Michael, and he can choose his own person. Renee says, the first time I saw Michael in a coffee chat, I knew he was meant for more than he knew. Yep, at that point, very, very much so. But there was a bunch of people, so I announced this real quickly. I announced this earlier in the month that I wanted to do this. And I had a bunch of people say, hey, they messaged me and said, hey, I would like to do this. Can we go do gallery? I would like to let the people, because I see some people in the chat that were people that responded. I want to let you guys know that we will be opening this up each month, and we will be doing it with different people. So we had to decide who it was, and then at the last minute we lost Laura for this evening, and I mean like just about 20 minutes ago. So there we go. All right, so if you're new, welcome. Make sure you like Michael's page. Oh, the dog is gonna bark. Lovely. Make sure you like Michael's page, Sam's page, my page, the dog. Nobody notices him barking either. He's super cute. Okay, so so when I ask for a whoop whoop in the room, the reason I do that is even if you are not commenting or really engaging in the comments, the reason we do that is so that we can see your name. That's how we are drawn to read for you. So even if you have nothing else to say the whole evening, if we ask for a whoop whoop, let us know that you're here just by doing that. And we can say, okay, maybe this person needs a reading and they didn't even realize it. Okay. Jennifer Vaughn who is lurking? Hi, Jennifer Vaughn. Hey! He's going to have to go out if he can't.
He's going to be just.
Okay. All right, here we go. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Billy Ann, our faithful Billy Ann, always out there moderating, doing the newsletter, all sorts of wonderful things for the group. Oh, there's Nancy Bulliard. I'm going to go with Barbara Lester. Barbara Lester, I'm not quite sure what your message is yet, but here we go. Let's see what it is. Barbara, I want to talk about the smell that I want to talk about smell. I want to talk about the scent of overly overpowering flowers. That's the first thing I get for you, but I also want to talk about it being somebody that's passed away. So you may also be getting like a scent of someone that's passed away and they just, it's scent. The scent is one of those really strong triggers for us that says, hey, do you remember so-and-so? So I really feel like that is a key to this. But that person is also somebody that is, good grief, I cannot keep up with this stream, is somebody that is around you quite often. I need something to write on so I know I don't forget who I'm talking to. There's so many people on here, you guys. It is just awesome and amazing, and thank you. Okay. So that actually, I want to talk about the overly sweet flowers. The overly sweet flowers is an indication that you have guardians around you or angels around you. So that ties in right there to that mediumship energy where it says, hey, this is somebody that's passed away. So I think that somebody's passed away actually is a wonderful guardian angel for you. And that is something that they signed up for way, way, way back before that you guys even come into human existence. You were on the other side and in front of the panel of pick my brain, pick my body, and going, you know what? I'm really good at helping you. So let me help you even after the fact. So that's a really, really important thing for you to know. Buford is trying to decide his energy for the evening. He's struggling. He's struggling since Odin's gone. So he gets really, really loud, and I really apologize in advance for that. But he's really trying to get his bearings after losing his best friend. So Courtney, how are you? Stop in the shop, girl. I've been thinking about you. Anyways, oh yeah, I muted. Okay. So don't doubt yourself. Oh, this is the other thing I want to say. He is struggling. Don't doubt yourself. Because I really feel as if there are moments where you're just like, you know what? I don't think that could be possibly anybody there for me. But you'd be incorrect. We are all worthy of love from spirit. We are all worthy of guidance in every step of the day, every moment. And it may not even come off as feeling unworthy as why me? Why would they come back and talk to me? I'm not that special. Gotta tell you, yes, you are. And I feel like you need to be told that more often too. I don't think you hear that audibly enough to hear that you are incredible. You're amazing. And we all need to hear that here and there, don't we? That's important. I don't know. I pick up a white cat as well, like a whitish colored cat. I'm not sure I see a lot of color on it. It's just more of a white cat. And that's hanging around as well. It doesn't necessarily mean it's one of your cats. It just means, what are you looking for? How can I help you?
Just don't pay attention to me. I'm not here. I'm just a figment of your imagination.
Okay. But yeah, I hope that's helpful. Have some more faith in yourself and the fact that if you do feel like you have someone around you that's passed away, that is totally valid and you need to know that. So I hope that's helpful. Here we go. Michael, I miss you when you go off screen. Hi, everybody. Once again, if you're here and you're new, please let us know. The people in the feed are My Mystical Life members, and a lot of them are, and I'll put that up here. A lot of them are Mystical Life members, and you will find that they're so supportive, so incredible, uplifting people, and they're trying to help and welcome you into our conversations. All right. And we're going to move on. Michael's lost at the stage. How'd you get off the stage?
Good luck.
I clicked that little stream this to your audience. I don't know where I went.
You were in limbo. I'm like, I miss you, Michael.
I know. Anyway. Hi, welcome back.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I don't think I shared to anyone, so I'm sorry, y'all out there. I did try. I went somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, I would like to read for let me pull this back up. Everything just came back.
It moves quickly, doesn't it?
I don't see how you all keep up with this every day because you have like 8 feeds going.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. There's 56 people commenting right now, or on here at the moment. So it does go really quickly, you guys. And I do suggest writing the person's name down you're reading for when it's going this fast. So I'm going to put myself on mute and watch you work. I'm excited.
You're going to watch me try to find this person again. So sorry, everyone. Wow. Could everyone stop commenting for like 1 second? Give me a chance here.
They're not going to.
Y'all are helping. Yeah. Okay. It wasn't who I originally saw, but they're here too. Brianna Burgess. Brianna, would you like a reading or something? I'm going to assume if you're here, you do, right? Brianna, I'm going to start with a card. I'm going to pull a card, and this card says Protector Guide. It's time to set boundaries with someone. And this is what's coming up for you. I don't know exactly what you're currently going through, but there is a relationship that you're involved in with a person. I'm not saying it's a romantic relationship, it's just a relationship. And this one is kind of taxing you just a bit. It's stressing you a little bit to the limit. And it is time to set some boundaries. Not so much for them, but for yourself. That this is a situation where it can almost be a family member, actually, that you are making decisions based on what you know to be right. And also it's based on your spiritual journey where you are right now in your life. And there's some stuff that's come your way that it's not working anymore, and it's causing more stress than it is good. And so what your guys or what the angels want you to know, it's time to set some boundaries and set a limit of say, I'm done with that. So you don't have to be done with the person at all, still love them, but definitely know that you don't have to put up with a whole lot that you don't want to. It's okay. And they will at first kind of reject it a bit, and it'll be a little harsh maybe, but they will understand that you have changed. And what you're doing now is demonstrating that you have changed. It's not business as usual. So in this card, if you look at it, the protector guide, you'll see, and girl, without my glasses, I can't see squat. Okay, so let me just look at this. You'll see this kind of a Knight Templar looking person with a shield, and they're in front of a castle or a fortress. And that fortress, that castle there, that is who you are and who you've become. Not that you're a fortress, but that you are safeguarding what is sacred to you, and that's your belief system and the person that you've become. So definitely stand guard on that, and don't allow things to come in that you don't want there, because it is your call to make, whether it's family or partner or whoever it is. But just stand in your space, find your voice, use it, because you have sovereignty here. Anyway, thank you.
See, I love it. The word sovereignty for that is just perfect, right?
Yeah, for this card, for her, we never know exactly what their circumstances is. It's just we go with what we feel on this one. But and that's probably a message that could work for a lot of people right now. I mean, after 2023, we need to be standing for a whole lot of stuff for ourselves, because it was a tough year.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is we were all like, COVID, everything's going to be so much better now. And then 2023, and we're all like, really?
I know.
Really? I'm waiting for the flying monkeys. Okay.
Right.
No flying monkeys, so that's good actually.
Right.
Kind of move forward.
Well, they might actually warm the place up. It's been so cold outside. Maybe the extra body heat flying around will be good.
Yeah, it's going down to 6 again tonight, and I'm like, oh, I'm so not into this.
No,
That's not snow.
That's Brianna says, thank you so much. I gotta figure out how to hide that now. Okay. All right. Mr. Fry is still.
Wow.
No, you're still getting situated. Do you want me to put you up next?
No, I'll jump in one then.
He is. He's out of the rotation. Oh no. Tosh says it was -45 this week. You technically have a flying monkey, Lisa. What are you talking about? Who is that? Else I see his Facebook user. Amber says, I'm glad I no longer have horses and chickens. The horses are looking less favorable as we speak. Because the spigots have been froze for 3 days. So good fun. Okay, so let's move on, everybody. If you could share one time, that'd be fabulous. Well, there's Sam. There's Sam and kitty clackety dog.
Get over here and lay down.
Pipes they just thawed about 3 hours ago. So, yay for us. Okay. Oh, it's Meredith. Hi, Meredith. Okay, so here we go. Can we get a whoop whoop in the room and see who's here so that we can pick somebody. Hi, Sherry Ann. How are you? There's Shelly. Shelly was in the shop reading yesterday. Absolutely. There's Linda Norden. She's local as well.
We have a lighter out here.
Here we go. She had a lighter. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Let's go with Jackie Freeman. I'd like to go with Jackie Freeman. Okay.
Where'd you see Jackie?
Who's Jackie Freeman? How do you know Jackie Freeman?
Jackie comes in the shop.
Oh,
she's been a member for about a year now.
Okay, sorry. Hey, this is different.
I deal with all the membership names, so
that's why, right there. Autumn says, "Wow, that is different. The lighting between Sam and Lisa's camera.
That is nice. That is a nice. That's a nice scent.
Smell to it, doesn't it?
Scent. It's not a smell.
You gotta stop looking at me. I can't look at you. We're in different rooms.
Wow.
Oh, I gotta get back on track. Michael's sitting here going,
focus.
Wow.
To me, you're sitting right next to each other.
I know.
You should see us having a conversation on.
I'm not touching you.
The hand of God.
Okay, Jackie. I want to talk about 1357. I want to talk about odd things. I want to talk about arpeggios, and I want to talk about living to the music. I don't think you dance enough. I think, and by dance I mean, I'm not talking about let's go out line dancing. I think that sometimes you fight against the music of your life instead of actually swaying with it. And that creates stress. We run into stress, when we're doing what camera is Sam using. It's a great camera, right? It's the Logitech 4D.
It is not
HD.
dog chewed.
The thing is, it's not got a dog chew on it. Anyways,
It works.
So
and my brightness on my screen it's a bigger screen too.
Yeah. So Jackie, it's time to start going with the floor a little bit more. And that's your card right there.
Here, I'll get it.
Okay. Thank you. Is this the card? Really? This is the card you just gave me?
It's the card I picked up. Where you saw
This
it
is
go
the
from the
volunteer
floor,
card in the deck.
from the floor
This
to
is what
your
it
hand.
is. This is the one that fell out of the deck. It's the only one like this. This is special.
What is it? Oh,
So
make your own path.
that's exactly right. Your future is not written, right? You can you can do whatever you want to do. Just have a little bit more. I'm going to take that out of the deck. I actually like that. Give yourself some more freedom, some more rain, some more confidence, some more centeredness, and love for yourself.
Be nicer to yourself.
It's called drawing a blank. Be nicer to yourself, and you're going to find that you're going to be able to sway to the music of life a little bit more than fight against it. So I hope that's helpful. Your turn. We're taking turns.
I'm getting set up
Okay.
over here. I am not.
Okay.
I am. My
Sam's
brain.
not situated.
My
Exactly
brain.
what you needed. Okay, great, Jackie. She's like, and great. She doesn't remember who I am. Fantastic. There's that wonderful customer service. You can take it away, Michael.
I want to read for Linda Norden. I don't remember. I've read for her before, I think, but I'm always drawn to her. Linda, I pulled 2 cards for you, but before I begin, I want to say how much I personally appreciate you for your support of our community and also for me and just the type of person that you are. You're an amazing person. So I wanted to start with a little bit of fun for you. And I pulled from the Sock Monkey Oracle. You can never go wrong with sock monkeys. And this card says baby steps. And so that's going to set the tone for this, for baby steps. And it's followed up by a angel card, and it says, I am beautiful. And the baby steps on this one, where this comes in is that in order to get to here, this isn't something, we can wake up every morning and say mantras like, I freaking rock, I'm beautiful, I'm this, I'm that. And it's fun to say in the mirror, and in that moment we feel it. But once we step away from the mirror and step into the real world, that starts to diminish. And that is something that I want you to think about, because your guides do not want that ever to diminish in your mind of how you see yourself. Because if you could see yourself the way that they see you, you would see that you are a being of perfection. You're a very enlightened light being, you're perfection, and you make a difference in your energy just by walking into a room, whether you realize it or not. And that's where baby steps come in, because this is something that as we're raised, we aren't taught to think this way, because what we were raised hearing is, well, who do you think you are? And well, who do you think you are? And that's where this reading comes in, and the encouragement that your guides want you to have right now is that remember who you are, because they know who you are. And they want you to know that too. So it's baby steps, but little by little, you will start to embrace and see who you are and the difference that you make in the world to everyone around you. So never forget that. So this is just a message of encouragement for you that I tell people all the time, you matter, you matter. It seems like sometimes the only one in my life that I think that doesn't matter is me. And the reason why is because of the baby steps that we have to do So I hope that helps encourage you. And just know that you do make a huge difference, and you're a beautiful person. Thank you for letting me read for you.
I agree, Linda's amazing. And Lisa Crowell says, wow, not for me, but for me too. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
Messages do piggyback like that. So that's pretty amazing.
And you can never go wrong with sock monkeys. I mean, sock monkeys, people.
This is my first time seeing the sock monkey oracle. So I'm so excited to see it. It's going to be
so cute. It was on, I came across it it popped up this thing from Amazon. Here's something we think you might like. And I'm like, what am I, juvenile? I've got to have it. It's
juvenile.
It's so fun. Yeah.
That puts me in mind of the movie Paul, when they're in the hotel room and they're waiting for their, they're like, wait, look at us. We're here on holiday and we're adults. And then the knock on the door and they're like, pizza! Whatever. Okay.
Everybody loves pizza.
Everybody loves pizza.
Yeah.
You're muted.
How am I muted?
I muted you when the dog was outside making noise.
I'm on this.
Look it. You're muted. On the screen. Okay.
Nobody can hear me?
I can hear him.
You can hear him?
I'm on this mic, not over here. If you mute me, you mute you.
Oh, gotcha. There's only one mic.
We're sharing one mic.
So I can hear him all the way from the other room.
Me and technology right there. It's terrifying that I can even turn the computer on.
Because here's what happens when I turn my mic on. You start getting a little feedback loop.
Yeah,
that's
don't do that.
horrible.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay.
That's
Here
exactly
we are.
why I'm not doing it.
I thought I muted him. Anyhow,
It's a force. It's a force of habit.
are you ready?
All righty. Hey, I can sit here and do.
Okay. Mr. Fry. Moving on.
Yes. Shush. Okay, Lori Beaverson, right? Yes, Lori Beaverson. She's still here because she's been commenting. And I haven't seen her, but I've seen people saying hi to Tanya Lee. Hi, Tanya Lee. Anyways, Lori Beaverson. All right. Oh, which deck? Okay. You know what?
Yes, we are on YouTube as well.
Yes.
We're all over.
I was just saying hi, Tanya. I just, Yeah. Okay, we're going to go with the Circle Tarot cards, guys. All right, where did she go?
She's all the way up there, honey. We have 60 people on right now, so
Roger
you're not.
that.
I'm writing
that.
her name down.
Roger that. Lori Beaverson. All
There
right,
she is.
Lori. Cook.
Cool.
Oh,
You're cooking?
okay. Let's see what we got here. So there's number one. Number deuce. Yeah. Some says go first. Okay, what do we got here? Ooh, all right. Okay. All right, we have. Boy, it's dark over here. Wow. She's not wrong.
I'm trying to.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. To make sure which one that is. Okay. So, first card I pulled for you, Lori Beaverson, is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. So, you haven't seen all the rest of the cards yet, but I see right now they're telling me that you have been through this lifetime, not this lifetime, but been here on this plane like 1,000 times. You've been here a freaking lot of different times. So what they're telling me here is your first couple hundred, you just couldn't get it right. You couldn't get it right that first couple hundred times. But once you figured out what the contract meant coming back here and what you were signing yourself up for each time, helped you gain an immense amount of experience. And you'll notice when you see the rest of these cards, these are all high cards. These are all what I would call highly experienced in the different what are you giggling about over there?
Don't mind me over here. I'm reading comments.
Anyways.
Mind your business.
So I guess what it's saying to me right here is that you're kind of flying high right now on experience and knowledge that you have obtained over the 1,000 or so lifetimes that you've been back here. Again, it was a struggle at first, just because you were new to trying to do this. As many people are, we all have to start somewhere. The next card I pulled for you was the 10 of Swords. Okay. Now, this is exactly how this card came up. Came up sideways, and I would have turned it normally, but I didn't. I was told to leave it sideways because right now I feel like you got your ass knocked off the chair, if you will. Somebody shuffled you off the chair playing what's that chair game where the musical chairs? It's like you were kind of kicked out of your spot, and so you're kind of. I feel like there's a struggle right now, a struggle to get back on path. Now I want you to notice that the broken swords in here, and that things are kind of flying in the air. Okay, it's got you knocked off your game. You're a little bit, I would say, sideways, trying to figure things out. Just stay the course. You've done this. You've done this so many times before, and I feel like you've had your ass knocked off the chair a few times in this lifetime. But you've got the experience. You know, you just didn't see this one coming. I feel like this one was a blind side. Okay, sideways, blind side. Okay, I'm kind of it's coming around here. Anyways. You didn't see this one coming, but generally you're a lot better at seeing these jackasses coming at you, if you will. Stay the course. You're going to be fine. You just, what I'm hearing is get up, knock the dust off, and get back after it. You're going to be good. And then, okay, now this makes sense. So here's the Knight of Clubs. The Knight of Clubs. Now I remember me telling you that you've got all high cards, high tarot cards here. Okay, the Knight of Clubs. You're out kicking ass. This is your path back. You're going to be out kicking ass and taking names. Don't be afraid to break eggs. If you have to break eggs, break them. Don't be afraid to hurt somebody's feelings, because I feel like that is the lesson that they need to understand. Again, whoever it was that blindsided you, they've got their comeuppance coming, and it may not be you that get their karma. But you're gonna be there, just kind of sitting back, going, "That's what you get." Turnabout's fair play, or sort of something to that extent. So, I don't know if that is something relevant for you right now, but that is exactly where I feel like you're at the moment. Stay the course. It's going to be good. You've done this before. Unfortunately, you've had to do this before, but you're a fighter, and you're definitely not going to just roll over and take it. So stay the course. Hang in there.
Karma is a key message for this year. I agree. Who read before Sam? Was it me or you, Michael?
I think it was Michael. You're muted, Michael.
Oh, here we go. Oh no.
Lucky you. It's your turn, Lisa.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to address a few things here. There's a lot of discussion in the comments about vodka, tequila. Are we partying, y'all? I didn't know. Nobody invited me. Anyhow, so there's a lot of new people on here, and you can already see all of the My Mystical Life people members welcoming everybody. It's so cool to watch. This is the cool part, Michael. I mean, seriously, getting to sit here and watch these comments, and you get to see collectively how everybody just kind of meshes together, and it's just so cool. It's so cool. Sue McCarthy is talking about the foil Rider-Waite cards. I think any cards you get with the foil on them are much more difficult to. They stick, and they take a while to break in. Absolutely. Okay. I already picked my person, so I'm going to go with it. I pick Jennifer LaRoche. Are you still here? Jennifer, can you hear me? You're just honey drunk. We are all rock stars. Absolutely. Toast you with a shot of Crown. What is it Tom gifted us? Was it salt?
Oh my God, the salted caramel the Crown Royal.
Oh.
Just over a little bit of ice. Mwah.
Well, Vicky says, welcome to My Mystical Life, new people. Some of us need a spanking, but we're good folks. Well, whatever. Okay. Coffee stuff. Hi from Columbus, Travis. Hi, how are you? We're over here in by Defiance, Ohio. Okay, Jennifer, there she is. There's Jennifer. Jennifer, I'm actually going to pull cards for you. This will be my first card pull for the evening. Hi, Diana. Thank you for the recipe for was it tamales? I don't remember. Sam Purd. He did it just for you, Renee.
Tamales.
I think it was tamales.
Oh my. This fat man loves some tamales now.
Oh, I see. So Jennifer, Travis was at Witchy Weekend. Oh, hi, Travis. You guys really, every once in a while, I need to just be poked with a stick because I don't remember a lot of things. So it's okay. I'm okay with it. Carnitas. That's it. Carnitas.
Now
on.
yours.
Okay. So, I got Jennifer. Jennifer, let's talk about Jennifer LaRoche. Let's talk about being a good steward of your energy. A lot of times as we stumble through life, that's exactly what we do. We stumble through life. We don't say, you know what, I don't care for that person's energy. And we don't look at it maybe like that. This person bothers me. That person's bothering me. I don't understand why I don't like that person. Everybody else likes that person. Why don't I? But I think that you are very good at understanding the people you don't want to be around and why you probably don't want to be around them too. Megan and Shannon from Columbus and Witchy Weekend are out here too. Welcome. We actually have a Mediumship gallery tomorrow night, you guys, at the shop live. I didn't know if you guys knew that. So Jennifer, I want to say, so this is the card I pulled. This is the protection card. Pay attention to who is draining your energy. You know, who are you around that's draining your energy? Who are you around that you know is kind of probably that person that is hinky, and you intuitively know these things. You got this. You know this. You need to pay attention to it a little bit more and trust your instincts on this. Have a little faith in yourself. If you're not having a little faith in yourself, then you are letting everybody run all over you and your intuition. Not cool. Make sure you're taking care of your energy, because I think that you kind of stumble through a lot of things. And while this is the grateful card, right? It's reversed. You're missing the miracles in your life because you're letting other people into your energetic field that should not be there. You're missing all the little miracles, all the little wonderful things, the beautiful things that make life worth living. And while I'm sure you have many, many blessings, you could have a lot more. So when you start to let go of all those energies and those people that are not really serving you anymore, they're more of a detriment than a help, then you're going to start to notice that more abundance flows into your life. You're doing fireballs. That more abundance flows into your life. It's just a matter of being discerning of who you allow. And I'm not saying cut anybody from your life, but you do know when to cut people off. One of my fortes is deflection. Like, and Sam is so funny because we'll be having a conversation with somebody and I'll be like, done with this conversation, and I will take you off talking about something totally different in 2 seconds flat. And Sam will sit there and be like,
I wasn't done with that conversation yet. So you go over there and I'll continue over here.
I'm like, done. So know how to do that and just start deflecting and allowing wonderful things to come in and staying out of other people's, or having people stay out of your energy through a little bit of protection, calling your guides. Absolutely. Hope that's helpful. And I'm done. Moving on.
And my thing, because I'm a Capricorn too, so when I'm done, I will cut your ass off, and it is just like, bye.
You're very welcome, Jennifer. She says, "Well, it's really spot on." I also need to let you know that you have someone on the other side that says, don't shoot the messenger. Shit or get off the pot. So there you go. Sorry. All right, moving on. You're open to anything this evening, you guys. You may get past lives, you may get oracle cards, you may get, mediumship, anything could come across. So here we go. Oh, it's Michael's turn. Look at Sam. It's Michael's turn.
Yes.
I feel drawn to Adele Harris. Actually, to her husband. She said her husband wants something, and I have something for him. But before I do, Vicky McHale, girl, don't make me turn this card over. I saw the comment about the bow tie. I'm trying to relax a bit tonight, okay? So I swear on all that's holy, I'll turn this card over and read it. And you don't want that. Actually, you wrote it. Anyway, it's good to see you, Vicky. Adele, I don't know your husband. So if he's there, you did ask for a reading for him. So I'd like to do that. I have some cards that I pulled, and I'm going to kind of go through this very quickly because I'm using some tarot cards. So it'll be quick, girl. It'll be really quick. But the very first card is the 9 of Cups. And this one, and I'm pulling from the Doodle Tarot. I'm into cute decks. It's really cute. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. It also has meanings on it, which is helpful for accuracy, of course, just for clarification on my purposes. But 9 of Cups, on this one where I feel, sir, I assume I'm talking to you now, that where you are right now is that life is not the way it's supposed to be, the way you anticipate it to be, to the way you feel it should be. It's not happy. You have a lot of good things going, but it's just not as happy as you want it to be, and you don't really know why. Now, Cups, this is how you feel about it. Going to the next one, and that is the 8 of Swords. And what this is showing is that right now, where you're feeling mentally is you're feeling kind of trapped or stuck. You're not sure why isn't this turning out the way it's supposed to be. And when you look at the overall picture, things seem one way, but they feel another on the inside, and that's creating some challenges. It's like, what is going on? What am I missing? It's there. I can see it. I can feel it, but why is it not happening? The next one is the 4 of Swords, and what you're being asked to do right now with this one is kind of just take a break from that just a little bit. Kind of move yourself out of your head. And don't stress so much about the way that it seems, because there can be a lot of illusion taking place. Things aren't always what we think they are. On the surface, it seems one way, but in reality, it's something different. So what you're asked to do right now, and it'll make sense here in just a second, what you're asked to do is give yourself a little bit of a break, kind of come out of your head a bit and just breathe. And what my father always taught me growing up, he said, son, when you don't know what to do, just stand. That's all you do. And that's what you're being asked to do right now, just stand. And the reason for that is because there is, put my glasses back on so I can read this. There it says, higher self. You're going through, there's a transformation in your life that's taking place, and you're probably already aware of this. But it's about higher self. And it says your life purpose is calling. And that's what's happening. So if the outside doesn't feel right on the inside, it's because they're no longer balanced. You've changed. You've changed of what you want out of life. And sometimes there's a delayed response in what we're programmed mentally to say, this is what I've always wanted. This is how it's supposed to look. And it doesn't feel that way. That's because your higher self is calling. And I pulled one last card. I am like the oracle card person here. And this one says, walk your truth. And right now, what you have is this amazing opportunity to connect with what you know to be true for you. And what is your truth? That's your true path. That's the direction that you're now being led into. So this is part of it's a transformation, it's a shift, and it's going to be really painful and challenging. Everything that used to work is going to be out of sync. It's like things that worked in the job now, it's like you're not feeling it anymore. Relationships with people that you were involved in, you just don't feel it anymore. Things feel different, and mentally it's hard to understand why. Am I crazy or something? You're not. It's a transformation that's taking place. So give yourself a little bit of a break, give yourself some grace to understand that it's a change. There's no guidebook for this. You haven't been prepared for this because it's brand new. But your higher self is calling, which means it's a call for you to connect to closer to your guides. If you don't have a close relationship with them, they want to have one with you. So just open yourself up, stand, breathe, and say, I'm open to whatever comes my way. Help me see what I should do. And you'll be surprised what they won't show you and what they'll help you with. So I hope that helps you. Thanks for asking for a reading.
Your turn, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. It went away. He's looking.
I'm so busy over here shuffling, I didn't even pay attention.
Everybody shuffling.
Wow.
Sorry.
I love that song. Every day I'm shuffling. Which you should take a class on shuffling because I'm awful. It's like 52 card pickup.
Oh my gosh. And it's my anxiety thing. I'll sit here and do this the whole time. It is my drive. Tanya Lee. Nice.
Okay. Jamie Werman, are you still there? Jamie Werman. Tanya Lee, when it comes back around to me, stick around. You're gonna be my next. If Jamie's still here, if not, I'll take care of you right now. But let me see if Jamie's here still. Your next victim. Puts the lotion on its skin. Well, I think Jamie has left the building, so okay. Tanya Lee. Where's the basket?
Love you.
Huh?
I love you.
Miss Tanya. It's been a while since you and I talked.
We were just talking about that. How we were missing her.
Yes. All right, Miss Tanya. Here we go. I feel like you're in a rough and tumble battle at the moment with yourself. What? You don't need to tell me. You don't need to tell me what's going on. But I feel like you're just 1 minute you're on top, the next minute you're getting your ass kicked by yourself. Relax. Just relax a little bit. calm yourself down a little before you go back to battling yourself again. Just chill out, just chill. Get you some herbal tea, and relax. Okay. Card came up sideways, by the way. Again, these cards being the circular cards, they have to me, they're not just tarot cards, but when there's certain things about them in the circle. If they're like this one, definitely there's battle. You're battling your own self. Oh, and it's a lion you're battling. Okay. Something new that you're battling yourself about moving forward with. You got this. Whatever it is, you got it. So the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Now for me, Pentacles represent they represent knowledge. Okay. I don't know why I'm telling you this. You already know that with me. So, but the Eight of Pentacles, it tells me, so with this card, it's a repetitious around. You've done this before. Starting something new, you hem and haw at yourself, and you beat yourself up. Nah, what am I doing? Yeah. But you go ahead and jump in the fire, and it takes off. I'm a student too. Well, hey, we're always students, Tanya. Anyways, but you have done. This is another notch in the rope here. Just another tool for your toolbox, if you will. All right, and then the last card I picked out here again. More Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I need my light because I can't see the card that well. I haven't pulled this card in a very long time. Shut your yapper. You just put me over here in the dark. I'm glad to have my own station, though. I'll be doing my own readings eventually here, pretty soon. The turtles and the snake. Okay, all right. Let me shut the light back off here. Probably blinded the hell out of one of you. Okay, so the turtles and the snake. Okay, so the snake is, chasing your own tail here. I hear the Jack in the Box music where you just know that some bitch is coming out of there. You just don't know when it's gonna hit that right spot. Quit fighting with yourself. You're either starting something new or you've already started, or you're either about to start something new or you've already started it and you're in the beginning stages of it. Just you got whatever it is, you got this. Just get out of your way. Get out of your own way. Don't overthink this. It's going to be fine. It's going to be another notch, another tool in your toolbox. That is very important for you to know. It's another tool in your toolbox. So you got it.
Whose turn is it?
It's yours.
Okay. I need a little ticker, maybe a little clicker. So I do want to say thank you everybody for being here. I also want to say make sure you go to Facebook or YouTube and find the Metaphysical Journey and like Michael's page. You won't be sorry. He is always doing really wonderful things. I also have to say we are extremely blessed to have him as one of our instructors in the My Mystical Life. It really, for us, it's exciting. It's very, very exciting. There's quite a few instructors actually in the feed. Angel's here. I know that Amy Bradley was here. I think she has since moved on and gone to sleep. Nancy Bulliard's here. Billy Ann is here. She does book club. So there's quite a few people here on the side. Meredith Reed is going to pick up a Sunday, and she's going to start doing some fun things there. I also want to mention that because we do have a lot of members on here. You found them on TikTok too? Awesome. So look at them on all social media, you guys.
I thought there was only one TikTok.
So I also want to say
Bad dad joke.
we are adding another teacher. She starts next month. I'm not quite sure the date. I have to look at it. She starts next month, and we are having our very own Egyptian archaeologist that is going to be doing ancients and aliens. And she is going to be kind of talking about what they go through on ancient aliens and what her experiences are in archaeology within the pyramids and all of the digs she has been on all over the world. So we're very excited to have Angela Maynard added to our lineup for next month. I can't tell you how excited I am, because if you've met Angela Maynard in person, which if you're a member, you will meet her eventually. She is the most interesting, sweetest person, and you'll get that from her classes as well, because she's just truly amazing. So excited. That's our ta-da. Okay. So can I get a whoop whoop in the room so I can see who's here? Please share to a relevant group. That would be awesome. And I actually, yeah, go ahead. If you guys could share. I was, remind me to talk to you about your tag at the end of this, Michael. Just tell me that, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember, because I can't. I'll write it down. Okay. I have a pearl for you. I have a pearl for you. Okay. What am I doing here? Where am I going? What am I doing? Okay. Here we are. Son of a monkey.
You need a few more cards.
I do. Okay. An avalanche about started. I know. Excited about the Egyptian excavating, aliens, and all that stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, moving on. I am going to call Michelle Nadeau.
Good night.
Who's saying good night?
Barbara Lester.
Oh, Barbara. Good night. Good night. Is it Barbara Lester? Is she
Barbara
leaving?
Lester. Yeah, she's going.
Okay.
She's calling it a night.
Oh, she's calling her tonight. Okay.
Don't you?
I know, right, Lisa Crowell? She says, I have a need to know more about Michael. It's because Michael just has this magnetic personality. I don't know what it is. Sam hasn't figured it out either, but there's something about Michael. And it's so funny because and this is just a random thing, my guides immediately give me, and I know this about him anyways, so this is kind of like cheating, but they give me the movie Michael. Right? And who knows the movie Michael? That's a great movie. John Travolta, right? It's a fabulous movie. And it is. It's a movie about an angel. And I really do believe he is an earth angel. So that's just a thing. And no, it's a thing. They're magnetic. Okay. Okay, there's Michelle. Michelle's like, wait, stay between the lines, Lisa. You called my name. Focus. Okay. Here we go. I will tell you that I'm sorry because I pulled out the tarot. Uh-oh. I need sound effects like
Things just got serious, people. Really serious. It's like the Kool-Aid man comes in right now.
Oh gosh. It's just like, Michelle. There's oh no, not the tarot. Bye, Vicky Rube. Good night. This is a reading about stop fighting yourself. This has been a theme this evening, right? Like let go, let live, let go, let move on, all those things. Here comes the dirt. But what I'm getting, and this is so interesting. This is interesting because I'm reading the cards and they're reversed. but I'm actually reading the card upright. I'm still looking at it reversed, but in my mind, it's reversed. It's not. So I'm just going to flip it. I know that sounds weird because normally you just, oh, well, it's not reversed. Okay, not a problem. But my brain was actually processing it differently because of whatever. It's a weird thing.
It was a reading.
It's kind of weird. But too many irons in the fire. Barbara Zisk, Facebook just noticed me saying I'm being restricted because I gave too many hearts.
That's some BS right there.
Okay, that is bullshit. Too many irons in the fire, Michelle. It's time to step into prioritizing what is important in your life. Yeah, I know it's crazy. You guys can get in trouble for reporting scammers. They'll censor you for it. Yeah, that's why I don't even report them anymore. I just delete them. But this is yeah, she's like, it's ridiculous that she's getting censored for that. Anyways, back. You should keep between lines. Focus. Okay. It was my turn to read, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It was a while ago.
We would just like you to start reading.
I'm working here. Too many irons in the fire. Time to start pulling them back. Time to start concentrating. And I feel like there's like I feel like there's like three things that you can actually shed from your life. And that's the word they use, shed. You could just shed it from your life and you're not even going to notice it. You might feel a little bit of a pain because you want to control a couple things here and there, but you need to start letting go of them and just kind of giving yourself some peace, giving yourself some rest. You are a very passionate person about quite a few things in your life. You have things when you pick it up, you're like Grover from Sesame Street. When you pick up stuff, you get passionate about it. You want to move forward and you want to do all these things. I thought we had a patrol. And then you find yourself scattered all over the place again. So it's almost like a person that buys too many crafts and then they leave them unfinished. They might start something over here and then they go, oh, that's not that. I did that. Now it's, whatever. And they move on. And then they go by and start a new craft. And then have stuff all over. So it's time to start letting some of that stuff go. I'm not saying you're a crafty person. You might be a crafty person. I don't know. But it's that type of thing, where you just get passionate and then, never mind. And then you still have all the clutter laying around from that stuff. It is time to smooth life out and let it just be peaceful. You create a lot of your own issues. I'm sorry. But you create, I see Michael down there like, holy crap, Lisa, be nicer to people.
No, I'm hearing my therapist right now, actually. When you say that, I was like, oh my God, deja vu.
Yeah. There's so many things that you lay down in front of yourself that you stumble over instead of step over, just because there's so many things. It's hard to know which direction to go, and you just off in a million directions. So I really, Jennifer, or Michelle, I'm sorry, I'm Michelle. This is why I wrote it down. You can be your own worst enemy, but you can also be your own savior. Because when you get pinpointed on the things that you're super passionate about and that are a lifelong passion, you can start to cut away the things that just don't serve. And life is easier at that point. It is. I definitely get this pinpoint of, you're extremely intuitive as well. It's as soon as I was getting ready to wrap it up, they're like, third eye, you're not using your third eye enough. I don't know if you do readings or if you do anything intuitive, but they're like, you're intuitive. You know it deep down and you see things, but she needs to stop worrying about others. You have to stop start getting out of other people's stuff, because you can emotionally get invested very easily. I believe you're probably an empath. So I'm even going to go further on that. And I'm going to say, I think that you can really get into people's energies because you feel for them, that you feel a lot of that cog, right? But the other thing that I want to say is you have mediumistic tendencies where you talk to yourself a lot. You have a lot of inner dialogue that's going on. Pay attention to that, please. If you're saying me and I, you're talking to yourself. If you're talking to you and we, you're talking to somebody else. You're not going to call your subconscious. It's not going to call you and we. It's always going to say me and I. So when you're talking to somebody else, pay attention because I think you're talking to somebody from the other side and you just don't realize it yet. Interesting.
Who are you reading for?
I hope that's helpful.
Michelle? Is that who you're reading for?
Michelle, I do. Yeah. And moving on. That's what I have.
So remember, Michelle, if you want to help others, you have to help yourself first. You can't effectively help others until you have your own cards in order, if you will, or your ducks in a row, if you will. So
Awesome. There we go.
all right,
Oh,
Mr.
sure.
Michael.
I felt drawn to Pam Whitelow. Pam Whitelow, who I don't know, but Pam, I'm gonna pull from different decks for this, and some of them may seem kind of cutesy, whatever, but there is a message behind this for you. And the first one I want to pull from, I don't know. Hell, I have too many decks. I can't keep up. This one is a little message card, and it says, taking care of myself is a radical act of love. I think this is Gabrielle Bernstein or something like that. Taking care of myself is a radical act of love. And this is a very common thing we hear. We hear people do this all the time. But taking care of yourself and that act of love goes way beyond just doing, having spa day or something like that. Although that's really nice, definitely. But it goes beyond that. And that is where the sock monkeys come in, and it's troop. It's finding your troop, your tribe, so to speak, but also realizing that you're already in one. And you probably are aware of that. It's the group of people that you resonate really strongly with. These are the ones that you share a lot of things in common. And for the things that you don't share in common, at least you can find common ground and you can agree to disagree without, losing friendships or going to war over it. But self-care and that kind act of love is realizing where you feel most comfortable and knowing when to walk away from where you don't. That's the biggest thing, because what happens is that it's very easy for us to feel that, well, I'm being selfish. If I've always been friends with them and, what are they going to think, etc. And I'm being selfish. And it's not about being selfish. It's about having self-worth. And that's the kind act of love that you have. And the reason for that is because of the giraffe card, not meaning that you need to wear turtleneck sweaters or anything like that, although they're always good. They're a good fashion choice. But it says it's time to stand out. And that's where this is right now, where you are. It is time to stand out. It's time for you to stand up, speak your voice, stand your ground, and stand out and take that role in your troop. Be the leader of your troop. Be a troop leader. Sell cookies, but stand out and hold your head up high. That's really what this is saying, is start holding your head up and realize you matter. You're important. You are. And the reason for that is, and this is a common theme tonight, transformation. Transformation. This is all the change that you're going through, because this is saying it's time to take on a whole new persona of who you are. You're a different person. Accept that, embrace that, hold your head up high, and wear a beret. Why not? Be different. You could just set a new trend. But that's the message that I have for you. The biggest act of self-love, of self-care and love you'll give yourself is when you accept yourself for who you are, step up, stand up, hold your head up, and just be who you are meant to be, which is a beautiful person. Thank you.
And I'm going to say this again because Meredith is, or that was Renee. Renee, Um, pay attention to listening to the readings that other people are getting, because even though we might have not called your name, that doesn't mean that you're not here for the specific reason, in the perfect time, perfect place to get the same message that you needed that might have been under somebody else's name.
And the sock monkeys, they transcend all different dimensions. They
Absolutely.
truly are angelic beings.
Yes, they are. 100%. Okay. I don't remember. Did you go? It's your turn?
It is my turn.
Okay, good. It's Sam's turn. You add more than 2 people to a reading for me, and I'm like, I don't remember who I am. I'm lucky I'm even here. Okay. You need a whoop whoop, or you already know?
No, I already know. Linda Love from Dublin, I thought I saw her say she was from. She's from UK. I know that much. And I saw her way back in the feed. She's from Bonnie, Scotland. She's from Bonnie, Scotland. Linda Love, are you still here? There she is. Oh, Scotland.
Careful,
Yeah, Bonnie, Scotland. Huh? All right. So I pulled some cards for you, Linda.
There's an assortment over there.
Yes, I felt like I needed to do that one for this reading. So, Miss Linda, first card I pulled for you was the Sun.
That's so funny.
What?
She was going to be my next pull.
Okay. Well, so the first card I pulled out here was the Sun. Okay. I don't know. I feel like people are drawn to you like a moth to the flame, like a moth to the flame. And it doesn't necessarily, you don't necessarily understand why. You're like the beacon in the night to a lot of people. And they don't have to ever even talk to you. Okay. They don't even have to talk to you. Your energy that you put off is enough. It's so powerful. But you attract people to you. And I get this. I get the. It's not like a. I don't want to. It's more like a camaraderie, a sisterhood or a brotherhood. I mean, it's you bring in loyal people. That's like they've known you their whole damn life, and there's a lot of people involved in it. And so the second card I pulled for you was the Lovers. Okay. So the second card I pulled for you was the Lovers. So the Lovers isn't necessarily about a relationship, a loving, like a husband, wife, that kind of. It could be a new friendship. It could be just. It has to do a lot with why you bring people to you. I don't know why. These are the things I'm getting. The Two of Cups. Okay. You bring that kind of relationship to the table for everybody. It's not just a single person or whatever. It is a close, almost family. I feel like you had an enormous soul circle, where you have accumulated a very enormous soul circle with all the lives that you have been back and forth from here. I don't feel like that is so weird, because I've not had this energy come across before. You started coming here to this realm from another. Okay, this isn't where you're. This isn't the. So okay, I'll back up a little bit. When we go back to the other side, okay, the life between lives, okay, where we go back and recharge and we take and learn all the lessons that we've learned from this particular life, okay, and then we recharge our batteries, we go through a healing process over there, and so on and so on. And then we pick where we're going. I feel like you ran the gamut of another realm, another place, not of humanity. Okay, I feel like and I don't even want to call this a star seed. This is something much older, and I cannot put my finger on it. It's very, very ancient, and I've not experienced this before, and I don't have enough knowledge about any of that, what's coming across, to even try to explain it to you. But that realm ended, and I don't mean it ended for you. I mean it ended. It is gone. It is gone. I feel like there was a stellar event that happened in that realm that wiped it out. Okay, and very few of the energies that were there came to this one. Okay, to what you're doing now. This is really interesting. Yes. But because I don't know.
Pass the notes.
Yes. Lisa thinks maybe blue avians, and it's a possibility. I don't know enough about them to say yeah or nay. But because you lost almost all of your connections to that other realm, and that you knew at that point you had to start over. But by doing that, you were open to, holy shit. Okay, now it's coming together. Okay, you were so open to this realm. It was, and because the last one was rough and violent and extreme, but this one seems to be a loving, caring. It's like total polar opposites from what you came from to this one. But because you have embraced the warmth, again, here we are. There's just something about you that people want to be a part of, and it's got something to do with transitioning from another realm to this one. So I pulled a couple other cards, and I pulled from the After Tarot card, and the card that came up again, the Sun. The Sun. The Sun is life-giving. Okay, the Sun is nurturing. What?
Take the point. Take the hint, man.
And then I pulled another card from the map deck, and it is the Hollow Bone, or Teachability. Okay. Because you have been through such a violent upheaval of your realm that you came from, and starting over, you have learned so much more, but you already had so many life lessons and hardships that you set all that aside coming into this one, and allowed yourself to start over and build something new here. And so, being the Hollow Bone, you're growing again. So now I guess I'm going to have to start doing a little research on some of these other realms, because this was definitely something I was not expecting to get at. It's not how I started the reading. It's how I thought it was going to go. But that's pretty damn amazing. I don't know what else to say, but that's very interesting. It sparked some new interest in me for something else. So there you go.
So I'm going to say that I actually wrote down Blue Avian. I'm watching the feed to make sure we don't have a troll. I mentioned Blue Avian because Blue Avians are energies that are the oldest energies within our Blue Avian in our known universe. Okay. And Blue Avians are thought beings. They lost their physicality before things were, before remembrance. And the only reason they lost their physicality is because they developed and they evolved beyond needing that. They are thought beings. And when you think of light vehicles and things like that, aliens traveling and light vehicles and things like that, that is absolutely a Blue Avian thing. So if you look up Blue Avians, they are birds. They're bird-looking individuals, and they are blue. It is very, very interesting. I have had some communication with them on a couple different instances, and they're very, very high vibrating, interesting, very interesting. Melanie Long, I'm sure, has Blue Avian connections as well. I'm pretty sure of that. I know she does a lot of interdimensional photography and things like that. So that's the feeling that I get with that. But when he pulled that hollow bone, I also picked up very much of a conduit, a channel, a transmediumship type of thing, and also, just general mediumship. So I think that you have a lot of avenues you could be taking that you might just not even be noticing because you're living the mogul life, right? You took a photo of a beautiful one. I'd love to see that, Melanie.
I really feel like the being. So when we come back, we're like white light energy, okay? But where you came from, I feel like you were gold energy, a gold energy ball, if you will.
Billy Ann. Billy Ann, if you're on Late Bloomers, there's only one on Late Bloomers. There's only one person on the My Mystical Life private community as well. Most people are on My Mystical Life or the Mystical Moons. Yeah, very interesting.
Linda, that was truly a new experience for me. And thank you for the feedback on that. It's that gold light energy is something different that I've never been never been exposed to in that manner. So,
I was reading in the chat that one of the people said that her mother used to call them Methuselah walkers. I've never heard
wrote that
expression before. That's new for me.
Yeah, me too. And then Heidi said Meldek. So I've written both of those down so I can look them up. Right? When we don't know, we don't know. We say,
that's great.
Okay.
Now we have new class topics, Sam.
Right?
Thank you.
Absolutely. People are on here going, yeah, we're going to be looking that up. Okay. All done? All done?
Yes.
Awesome. I would agree with Sam very much here because I actually had her written down on my short list of people to read. So she does have very intriguing energy. And I also want to add that I feel like there's like a little static around it as well. There's like it's just got an attraction to it. It's interesting.
But it's the right people. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not punks, is what I would call a punk.
Yeah. Billy Ann's found everybody. She says, I'm back. I was by myself in another group. I like being alone, but not that much. There we go. Okay.
Hi, Rachel. By the way, I saw you come on earlier. I just didn't have the opportunity to talk.
We're in a flow.
Yeah.
Kimberly Ann says Meldek, isn't that a planet that died and was similar to Earth? I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look it up. Thanks for the pearls, you guys. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room, you guys? If you could share to a group, that would be awesome. But yeah, that'd be fabulous. Give me a whoop whoop. So
What was that puppet that was it Alf? Remember the puppet Alf? He came from the planet Melmac.
Yes.
Melmac. Oh my
Melmac,
God.
right? That
You
was
have a memory.
people. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm dating myself, but
Me too.
I remember
You like cats a lot.
He really liked cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There you go, Fry. Very much.
You're very welcome, Linda.
And you're in, Linda,
She's in Bonnie, Scotland.
Bonnie, Scotland. Is it really Bonnie, Scotland, or are you just calling it Bonnie,
No,
Scotland?
it's Bonnie, Scotland.
Bonnie, Scotland. We're looking for places to go in Scotland. We're going to be there in the middle of the year. What? Elf, yes. Did you hit that?
No, you did.
How did I do that?
Honey, you're the only one moving the mouse around.
I don't remember doing that. Okay. Anyhow. All right. Moving on. I asked for whoop whoop. So yeah, that was a good show. That and what was it? Dinosaurs? Was it Dinosaurs? Not the mama. That one? Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Throwing the mother-in-law in the tar pits of La Brea.
Yeah.
Day. That was great.
Did he hate cats? No, he ate cats. He liked to eat cats. He really liked cats. He liked to eat cats. I'm gonna go with Cindy Sykes. Cindy Sykes. It's a beautiful country. Yeah, we're planning on going to Scotland, Ireland, a little bit of England. We have paranormal investigation at Leap Castle that we're arranging. We have a podcast in Scotland. We're going to do a mediumship gallery, hopefully with Ellie in Ireland.
I'm going to do a tour. I'm going to do a pub tour with Ellie's husband. Because
there's no way.
I am not going to ghost hunt on a Scotland.
One of the most haunted castles in Scotland, and it has like the oubliette and the bloody chapel and all those things, and I'm like super excited.
Focus.
I am focused, and he's like, "Well, I'll be at the pub." I'm like, "You're gonna miss out on that?"
Absolutely, abso-flippin'-lutely.
Okay, moving on.
I'm curious what these pints of ale taste like over there, because it's supposed to be much better than what we have over here.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
I was on a bus tour in Edinburgh, and it was so great because the tour guide was explaining, this is where this is where that is, and everything. And people were like, oh, and he goes, and over here is a small place where J.K. Rowling was writing the Harry Potter. I mean, the whole bus, they all rushed to the other side. It's like, forget the history. Oh, J.K. Rowling. Right. It was so funny, and I was looking too, so yeah, it was great.
Yeah, they put she has so many things in her books that have references to metaphysical kinds of history that, yeah, anyways, there's a whole class there's actually a really fascinating class that we could do on that. Okay.
So end of July, sometime in August, we'll be over there in the UK area. So we were going to do a Europe tour, but I don't think it's a really good idea to go over there right now. And you're into
all over.
There's a lot of uprising going on over there right now that they're not talking about. So.
Okay, so Cindy. Okay, Cindy.
Is Cindy still here?
Yeah, Cindy's still
there
here.
she is. Yep.
Cindy, I want to go. I'm going to do yours. Just going to be a little bit different. I do want to start. I want to touch on to a past life, and I just know I'm starting with water. That's all I know I'm starting with right now. I feel like this is a male. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. I feel like this is a male past life. Now, the reason we do past lives is when we are on the other side and we're picking everything, we still have the trauma that we're trying to get over, right? We still have lessons that we're trying to find the puzzle pieces to. So I don't know what you're doing, man. So from life to life, we find that we have patterns. They're my Michael too. All by myself. There he is. Okay. So
giving you that private one-on-one time.
So
I'm going to the bathroom.
I want to go. Thank you. I want to go into. Oh gosh, how did we get in the water? So the only thing I'm really given right at the moment is a gentleman in the water, and I have to stress that I heard the word gentleman. So this is probably, we're going to step back into, and they actually give me a date. They give me like 1830s. So it's a very recent. I know, it scared off the boys. It's a pretty recent past life, in the grand scheme of past lives. That's really recent. So the other thing I get with this is there was an accident. It's definitely an accident, but I feel like there is a addiction aspect to this. So I'm actually going to go off kind of into an alcohol kind of accident. This involved falling. So they're just piecemealing this, and it drives me insane because I like to see it on the movie screen and just go with it. So this, I understand where it's going though. Thank you. That really helps a lot. Thanks a lot. So what I'm going to say is this young gentleman actually fell from his horse. He was absolutely inebriated, and landed in the water. So another interesting thing that they just threw at me is he was going over some sort of bridge. And just kind of slid off. So he really, really, really had way too much fun that night. And for whatever reason, I feel like the water was moving. The weather was yucky. The water was moving too quickly, and he was washed downstream pretty quickly. And everybody's reading about the blue avians. I love the blue avians. They're really amazing. And then this was his passing moment. I don't feel like he was actually even conscious. He drank that much. And what they're talking about this is destructive patterns. It's not that you have alcoholism in your life now. It's that there's destructive patterns that will flow from one lifetime to another. And your personality may have this tendency to take on things that may not necessarily be great for you, but you continue doing it because it's part of your pattern, not just life to life, but in this lifetime, it's just harder to break away. It's harder to break away and do something new than it is to change, than it is to, oh wait, no, I didn't do that right. It's harder to break away, and you can just continue to do the same thing because it's easier. There, that's right. I'm just letting my mouth go. And I know that's kind of a harsh thing. It's a harsh thing, right? For someone to sit there, doesn't even know you, to sit there and go, boy, you can really take on some destructive patterns. But here's the thing. Every single one of us can. Some people are just more susceptible to it. I want to also say that I think that you have, I could really try to put things very nicely. Some of the things that you have happen in life appear to be obstacles, and I need you to know that they're happening for you and not to you. It is very, very, very hard to see that. It's very hard to come to the, I'll be okay. It's just a passing thing. It's all right. What did I learn? Right? You want Karen to step in? Do I need to do a Karen card? Gotcha. Okay. And it could seem as if you carry the load for everybody else, right? It feels like you carry the load for everybody else. And that is part of that destructive pattern. You need to stop thinking that way. I do everything. I'm the one that carries everything. I do all this. I do that. And I'm underappreciated and all that. You're the only one that can make change. You're the only one that can make change. Nobody else can do that for you. So it has to be your decision to create the change and be more appreciated, be not underworked, but pushed less to do everything. The word no is wonderful. So you need to start doing that. And that way you're going to have when you start doing that, you're going to have a little bit more ease in your emotional status. Let's put it that way. You're going to have a little bit more ease in everything that you approach in life, and you can approach things a little bit lighter. Because if you're walking through your day and you're just ticked off at everybody because you seem like you're doing all of the work, then really what you're doing is you're attracting more work and more disagreement. And, oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But it's hard for you to see through that. And it's like, well, so-and-so does this and so-and-so does that and so-and-so does this. And people may think that you gripe a little bit, and I'm so sorry. But that's what my guides say. And it's hard to see beyond that because it can be very consuming. I know this is like the world. It's like this beautiful card. But to me, this says consuming. This could be your whole existence. You wrap yourself up in problems because you can't see through them. You've got to see them as lessons, not issues, not roadblocks, lessons that are happening for you, not to you. And you're going to find you can live in a lot more joy. And joy, let me tell you what, being carried through life with joy in your heart, and I know I'm not trying to sound all woo-hoo, right? But when you can live here, it's life-changing. It's life-changing when you can switch the gears in your life, something that serves you instead of feels like a roadblock. It's amazing. I'm sorry. I don't know. Sometimes they're not easy messages. I always tell people, be careful what you ask for. You know, because none of us want to be like, well, why is it that way? You know, and find out that some of this, we just allow it. And then we kind of revolve in that. So, sorry.
That's a great message, though, for really all of us, because we all face things like that on a regular basis.
Yeah, we actually do.
It's crazy. And Karen came up, so I before I.
Are you pulling a Karen card on this?
Oh, girl, I've already pulled a Karen card.
Awesome.
But this is, if you don't know who Karen is, this is Karen. I love Karen. I'm not into women, but I love Karen. And this says, sweetie, there is pucker, and then there is pucker. You are wound way too tight. Time to loosen up your sphincter and free your anus. Pucker, puck him, puck you, puck it. So that's Karen. You know, sometimes we get so uptight that we take the little bittiest little thing, and where an oyster would produce a pearl, we produce a freaking diamond. So we just have to kind of, release and relax and let go once in a while, or take a good laxative. I don't know, but we all need that.
True though. It is.
You know, Karen is just, she's really great at church socials too. Trust me. If it's the last one you want to go to, yeah. But I want to do a reading for Lisa Surratt Crowell. You've been showing up quite a bit that that other readings weren't for you, but they were for you. So I have one just for you. Now, I had to go off camera the first time because I was drawn to a different deck. And this lets me know this is something from your ancestors. It's the ancient, or the vintage wisdom oracle. And so this is from your ancestors. And this is kind of a serious message that they have for you. I want to say this, that your ancestors, some of them, of course, are your guides. They're with you still. And there are some you may think they're angels or something, but they're actually your ancestors, because on the other side, they're different people now. So, they can be whatever. But this has to do with healing. And this is a current situation that you are in. And this has been for a while, but it goes a little further back. You are presently the living representative or delegate of your family, of your long family lineage, your family line, everything. And so you are dealing with some healing. And that's one of the jobs that you have, of trying to change family patterns or end a cycle, so to speak. And that's what the guides are helping you with, your family ancestors. It's about healing. And the type of healing, it's union. Now, this has two parts to it. It's a union of bringing pieces, components of the family dynamics together to try to help people get along and and survive basically, but not fight or anything. But you're kind of stuck in the middle on some of this. You're like the mediator or the peacekeeper, and it is exhausting. And your ancestors know it's exhausting, and they are giving you support and love through that. But it's a healing of union, bringing things back together again. The second part of this is also the union between you and your ancestors and your guides and your spirits that understand that you're part of a very strong support network and union there, that they are here with you, helping you through this. You are not alone through this. What I see the images taking place in my head of where this is really going to manifest the most will be, of course, when you have, because I'm seeing of like family gatherings, people coming in maybe once or twice a year. So that shows me this is not like just an immediate family thing. This is a much larger, broader type of thing of when you're in those situations and you're seeing the interactions of people, you see what the pattern is. And you probably notice that it's a pattern that's gone back through a couple generations. There's been certain things that they've always fought about, or things that they've never agreed on, or there's those little topics that no one talks about but everybody thinks about. That's the areas where the healing needs to take place. So look for those patterns, because that lets you know what's the underlying cause. And what your guides or what your ancestors are asking you to do is please show compassion. Even though you want to take a turkey baster and just God knows what with it with some of these people, show some compassion, because the ancestors and the guides are showing you these patterns, because that's where the healing needs to take place. And when we know where the problem lies, it is easier for us to have compassion. So if you feel like in the family dynamics that there's something that's just hidden or missing, if you ask them, they will show you what that is. And that's where you can step in and help. And then the last one is intention, is make that your intent. And why this is important is because when you set out, let's say that you're going to have like that wonderful Thanksgiving dinner from hell that everybody has every year. When you go into this, you set your intent that I am going as an ambassador of my family, and I am here to try to bring union between the parts, the different people, and bring them together, and compassion. So you're going to go in as a mediator. That's what your role is. You're a mediator. That's the word. You're a mediator. And that's what your guides wanted you to know. And so the last card, as I said, was intention. I wanted to pull an angel card for you. And this is interesting because the angel card that came out was Sandalphon. And the key word on this is intention. And Sandalphon's one that you can call on, and he'll definitely be there to support you, give you even higher guidance. So he's like, covering the ancestors as well. So this is a very important mission that you're on. It's going to be a very frustrating one too, because this is about healing family lines and patterns. So anyway, I hope that resonates with you. And that was a reading just for you. Thank you.
Technology. I have to figure out how to use it every single day. I have to figure out every day I have to figure out how to use technology again. Oh crap. Okay. Here, can you put this on there? Oh, I got it. So I wanted to say something to Lisa. I wanted to say that that's not going to work.
Donna Culverhouse. Hello.
Oh, Donna Culverhouse. Hi.
Hello.
Okay. I want to say, she mentioned the fact that her sister threw her away. And family. From the other side, the people that cause us the most pain, and I know this doesn't really, it's good to know, but does it really heal the heart on the side? Not necessarily all the time, but the people that love us the most on a soul level cause the most pain in our human existence. And it's people go, I would never have chosen this. I wouldn't have chosen these lessons, and I wouldn't have put all these obstacles in my way, and I wouldn't have done this, and I wouldn't have done that. But from the other side, why wouldn't we have? If we're trying to grow and we're trying to expand and all those things, she's probably someone in your soul circle that just says, man, you need to learn this. And I'm going to teach you.
I was just going to say, sometimes the people that are in our life, their only purpose is there to help you learn that lesson. That's it. That's all they came back here to do, was to be a part of your lesson. So just take that for what it's worth to you. And
why do you keep staring at Lisa when you say that?
Right?
well, the mic is right.
He's just staring you down, girl. It's like sometimes there are people.
I didn't look at you. Now I'm looking at you. I'm looking over here. I'm looking at the mic.
Okay.
Smell this.
I can smell it from here. That's nice, though. Let me see
I
that.
see that. It smells
Is it
nice.
sandalwood?
No. Anyhow,
Stress away. Why?
that's called Stress Away. I was putting a roller ball on top of this Young Living oil called Stress Away.
Nice.
It's so.
And we also, too, there was a comment in the chat about why would we choose this. And it could also be that you've chosen to make this life extra hard because you've also chosen, like, I'm done. I don't want to come back anymore. This is it. This is my last trip. I want to do all the extra points I can get to be done with this field trip and move on to something else. And it prepares you to be a guide for someone else in the future if you've gone through everything now. So I don't know, it's something to think about. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but
No, that's true.
it kind of works.
The tougher the lessons. Okay, so we can have this discussion real quick. I mean, the older the soul, the tougher the lessons they can handle. So the tougher the lessons they can handle, and they're upper in the echelon of of soul energy, the more pressure they put on themselves, the more lessons they're going to learn, the faster they're going to evolve out, right? They can either evolve out and ascend and do, whatever the ascended people do that we really don't have that knowledge. They can decide to be a guide. They can decide to just sit and chill and be an earth angel and go back when it suits them with nothing other than no goals really other than to be of assistance. So, I mean, there's so many different avenues to go down. But it's hard to imagine that we would cause ourselves to have loss. And
in one of your lives one morning, you made a comment. You make lots of comments, and I really listen to them, and that they make a lot of sense to me. But this was you were talking about spiritual 2x4s, and I had never heard that term before. and you said something along the lines of, well, we know what our own spiritual 2x4 is, what it takes. And I thought, that is true. That might be why some people in life, let's say if they're an older soul or whatever, because you see people that are just the most amazingly wonderful people, and they are dealing with health issues that they shouldn't have to deal with. They are dealing with everything thrown at them, plus the book, and you wonder why. And it could be that because they know in their higher self what size of a spiritual 2x4 they need to get their own attention. And that may be why they've done that. So it really helped me understand that a little bit better when you talked about that morning. And this was months ago, but it stuck with me.
It's I don't have anything. I don't know what you did.
I don't either.
You need to stop bleeding on the desk.
I know, right?
But I mean, when we run into that spiritual 2x4, I mean, seriously, the first time I had mine, it was Archangel Metatron. And our guides have also come into this agreement with that, right? It's kind of like when we meet our soulmates or our members of our soul circle, we just know, and we've set that intersection up, right? Before we even get here, we've set this intersection up. You either touch and you connect, or you touch and you break away.
Right.
There's not always a connection that sticks, right? So, but on the other side, when we're setting these things up, and our guides say, okay, at what point do you want to really? At what point do you want to really hurt? When are we going to bring her on a lesson?
That's when the little voice says, "Take Tanya's tarot class."
No,
Or
right?
it says, "Get a reading from Sherry Elsbeth next."
No, I see Tanya in here, and I'm like, oh hell, I want to read in front of Tanya.
Yeah, it's like, and you take her tarot class, you think, okay, I survived that, and then the little voice says, "Take Mastering the Mirror." It's like,
I've not taken that one, and I will be very honest with you and tell you why, because I'm terrified of my mirror. terrified of it.
It is it is a beautiful, beautiful class, and I learned so much. And then when you do this, she's a student right there alongside you.
Yeah.
But the one thing I have not done is I've not done the Medusa thing in there that they do. And I'm like, no, I'm not ready. I don't want to do it. But I haven't done that aspect of it yet. But it is so interesting that you can take something like to learn tarot, and it turns out being one of the most life-changing things that happened to you, because you see things, and then you take the master in the mirror, because I'm just a sicko and I like pain, apparently. But it was a great, great class, and I learned a lot. But we each have a different size spiritual 2x4 that it takes to get our attention. And anyway, I'll stop. But yeah.
No, you don't have to stop. I mean, it's really interesting because, and we say this, right? Sam's not. He's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, I'm so sorry, Tamara's time is scares me. No, but
I'm putting my all into it.
We all, and we say this, pretty often. We all have a different path. Every single one of us has a different spiritual path. And you may take a little bit from this teacher and a little bit from this teacher and a little bit from this teacher and a little bit from that teacher. And that is perfect. Right. So I feel blessed to have had an opportunity to take Tanya's class. And because we've had this deck of, where'd it go? This deck here of tarot cards we've had since 1992, 91. And we didn't start using it until
we were living
2 years ago.
Where the hell were we living?
We were lived in the condos on Ridge Road.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can't remember where she can remember something from 30 some years ago.
I can't remember who reads next. But I can remember where we bought our tarot cards.
So we were talking about life lessons, or not life lessons, but the life purposes or choices that we make to come back here. Okay. Jeanette Dow asked the question, do they get a choice? And so the answer is yes. Your spirit is making the choice to do whatever lessons you have to have, or that you feel like you need it. That's the thing. What you feel like you need to have. Okay. There's no curriculum. There's no criteria that you have to adhere to with what you're supposed to get out of each life. It's whatever floats your boat at that point. But there's another thing that you need to understand too with this is that you can, because when we're on the other side and we're over there healing, okay, and we pick that we choose that it's time to go back over, we don't entirely come back. We don't entirely come over to this side. Only a fraction of us comes apart. We can break pieces off of us. And I want you to pay attention to the word pieces, okay? Because stronger, older spirits, older life, can fracture off multiple pieces at the same time and go back and do multiple things. Now, it is much harder on the spirit when they come back, or the energy when it come back, because now you have so much trauma and so much things that you have experienced in this realm that takes a while for you to heal back up. And if you want to go out and get a whole bunch of experiences and you're kind of rushing to do things, that's something that we can do. You can be in the same. This is something else too. You've heard of doppelgangers, right? Okay. So a doppelganger isn't necessarily this. However, the thought process is that there's another one of us somewhere else out here that people have seen before, and that is something to consider in this. Now, this isn't just for you, Jeanette. This is for everybody. I mean, but you asked a good question there, and so you can come back to this realm in multiple pieces. You also, and here's the really interesting part, you can go to any time frame at the same time. So you could have one here, You could have one in 1653, or you could have one in 2675. I mean, you could all be doing this at the same time. Just remember, time is a human construct. Okay. Mm-hmm. We set the time. This is how we exist. It's all about time. Okay. So just know that when we're on the other side, there's no time. There is no, there's no days, there's no nights, there isn't years. It's just existence. Here we have put a number or a label on it to quantify it, because we are a crazy ass race, and that's how we've evolved onto this planet. So notice they said evolved onto this planet, not from the planet. So I have theories about that too, but we're not going into that tonight.
That's not tonight.
That's not tonight. That's a whole other string to pull upon.
So Brad says, everyone you meet knows something you don't, but need to know. Learn from them, Carl John.
Yeah.
Very true.
I want to make a correction out there on something that I said. You got the wrong impression. When I was talking about taking Tanya's Tarot class and stuff, Tanya is the most amazing, loving, beautiful, caring person you will ever meet. Yes. Do not fear Tanya. Tanya is absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely.
And so where the fear comes in, but also why I was led to take that class, the fear only comes in whenever we don't want to face something within ourselves. So if you're going to fear something, fear the message that you receive. Don't fear the medium.
Right. Right.
So I just want to say that don't be afraid of Tanya. It's like when Lisa pulls tarot cards, everyone goes, "Oh God." They're referring to the truth of the message that's going to come out, not Lisa. Right. Lisa's still the same beautiful person she always is. Blame the tarot cards, people, not Lisa. It's not her fault. She didn't make the deck. Blame Pamela Coleman Smith. It's her fault.
But no, you're totally right.
Yeah,
Tanya is an amazing teacher, and it wasn't the fear. It's not the fear of Tanya. When I go to read in front of Tanya, it's just a, oh my gosh, it's an authority figure issue. I have an authority figure issue. Okay?
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
That's okay.
I'm working on it. Probably have to come back. This is supposed to be my last lifetime, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I get that way when I go to the DMV. I don't know what happens to me. I just get all, I don't know.
Twinty. This is supposed to be my last lifetime, but I don't know, because I can't stand the thought of Sam finding another woman in the next lifetime. So I don't think so. I think I'll just come back.
Well, what happens if I come back as a woman? I mean,
doesn't the shop sell a spray for that, Lisa? Isn't that the bitch be gone spray? Isn't that what that is?
Spirit.
Wow.
In this life and the next. That's right. Boom.
So,
yeah, Sam, that's one of those.
Yeah. I hear you. So I'm sorry. I'm going to go back over here one more time. So Jeanette Dow asked another good question. If you're here but you think you're lost and need answers, how do we get the answers in order for us to take the right path? Jeanette, there is no right path. There is no wrong path. There is only a path, okay? Don't focus on the right path, okay? You're here to learn lessons. Sometimes you have to take what you perceive as the wrong path. But when something doesn't go the way you want it to go, remember this. What is the lesson that I learned from that path? Okay? That is the path. That is the purpose. Don't get focused on what I'm supposed to do in this life. That's irrelevant. It really is irrelevant. You're here to learn your lessons. You're not here to learn anybody else's lessons.
Nothing. I'm just nosy.
No shit. Just remember that. It's your lessons. It's your life. It is your path. You're gonna hit some bumps. Remember the bumps. Remember what happened. Remember how you got there. Learn the lessons you're supposed to learn, and then eventually the paths turn from stone to bricks, and then from bricks to
Sylvia.
gems or whatever the hell you want them to be. I mean, Yellow Brick Road. I mean, just stay away from that bitch from the north.
So anyhow,
But that's my whole thing here. There is no right path. There is no wrong path. It's just a path. Okay. Sometimes the path doesn't lead you anywhere. You know what? You can turn your ass around and go back.
and the other thing is, people really focus on what is my life purpose, what is my path, what am I supposed to be doing, and if they're not, or if there's a learning school, absolutely, Carolyn.
Yes.
If they're not feeling like they're like they have, because how do you gauge what is your path? How do you gauge that? Is it what you have passion about? Is that it? Because guess what? When I started this, I had passion for like a billion different things. I jumped into this spiritual journey going, I need to know tarot. I need to know essential oils. I need to know how to not kill plants.
Every other month it was something new.
Oh my gosh, it was horrible. Poor me.
And I was just there going, all right, baby, you'll figure it out eventually.
Right.
I can't help you figure it out.
I just knew. I studied Wicca. I studied, for about a year, and I decided that wasn't for me. And so you have to kind of look at it like this. When you figure out what you're passionate about in the moment, that's wonderful. And if that was maybe part of your path, guess what? When you fulfilled that lesson, they move the goalpost and something else becomes engaging. You're not going to hit that finish line in this life and say, look at me. I have found my path. I am complete. Because guess what? They move the goalpost. They don't want you to feel bereft because you've met all your goals. They're going to move it. So you feel the joy of fulfillment of, I've learned something new. I've done something new. This sparks my interest. So we are very, on the other side, we're very good at knowing how to master the side and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. And if you met this, you're going to go over here. You're going to find so much engagement in life because that's what this is about. It's about your lessons and about your spiritual journey and all those things. But why do we come back to the hardest school there is? Because of all of the things. All of the things. The sex, the love, the color, the art, the animals, all of it. The food. All these things. Not all the other races have these things. So we come here for that.
Margaritas.
Amen. Oh my God.
Margaritas.
And carnitas. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, there's a margarita. There is a margarita that stands out in my mind as like the best margarita I've ever had. And it was in Haleiwa on Oahu, down by the North Shore. It was
not down by the North Shore. It was on the North Shore.
It was on the North Shore. And it was a blue coconut and Madagascar vanilla margarita. It was heaven. It was awesome.
Definitely recommended.
Yeah.
In fact.
It's so good. But here's the thing. It wasn't just the margarita. It was the moment. I think we had been out all day on the beach looking for seashells and
the humanity
and looking at the whales and the baby seals were out.
Use
It's about the moment.
Use your words.
You like your margarita on fire? Oh, I'm sorry, Heidi. It also had jalapeno in it.
Oh. No, that was a different one, not the blue one.
That's a different one?
That was a different one. That was the jalapeno margarita. Spicy.
Vicky says, I don't think you can tell me
burn on both ends.
Age to drink and eat delicious and healthy food. You're on the wrong page then, honey. And she knows I'm kidding. It's picking kale. Okay. Let's see. I'm missing some things here. Okay.
I'm trying to.
Sam's trying to find something.
I'm looking for that restaurant. So if you get to Oahu, it's a definite go-to.
It is a go-to. It's not the one we always went to.
Yeah, it is.
No, it was an.
There was that 2-story building down by the beach. Yeah. Okay.
So why are you gonna be like that, Vicky? Why are you gonna be like that? I don't know what's wrong with her. I don't need a credit card. Thank you.
What's wrong with Vicky?
Yeah.
Oh no, Vicky is perfect. It's hard for people maybe to understand because she's really great. I totally get her.
No. She's in the comments. She wants you to give me a Karen card. And I'm like, why is she being like that? I mean, that's not nice.
Okay, so if you ever get over to Haleiwa in there, go to a place called Cholo's.
Oh, what's
Cholo, that's not the place, but Cholo's has some really good Mexican food on the island there.
Anyhow,
I guess
it was good. It was good.
It was a Haleiwa Joe's? No.
No, it's okay, honey.
It was Bonsai
okay.
Bowls.
It's okay.
No, it was the Haleiwa Beach House.
Yeah.
That's where it was. It was there, right across from
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do enjoy Hawaii.
Well, some of us work the whole time while others enjoy it.
Hey, I seashelled every day. It was horrible. Horrible.
It was a tough place to have to work, let me tell you. Oh my God.
All right. So with that, do you have any last person you'd like to read for, Michael, or are we calling it in the evening at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I do want to just do one quick little thing for everyone, and that is two little cards. The first one it's highly spiritual for everyone, for the collective. Looking ahead, friends, it is tonight. I've had the opportunity to spend time with friends, with my community, with Sam and Lisa, and you all. This has meant so much to me. Thank you, and thank you everyone out there for your support and love. It means so much more to me than all of you possibly know. But friends, this is important. The people that we hang out with, the people we call our group. This is really our family. We choose them for ourselves, and this is important. And the second one I want to pull, and this is deeply spiritual, y'all, very deeply spiritual. And this is a Karen card. We need to end with Karen because, bless her heart, God love her. She's just perfect. It says, "Sweetie, Uranus is telling you to go deeper. Wouldn't it be hilarious if you found Jimmy Hoffa? Now, if you go that deep, you'll walk away with a limp, but who knows what else you might find. So find yourself, find love, be true to yourself, and thank you all for being so loving and supportive. Sam and Lisa, thank you so much for the invitation. It truly has meant a lot to me. And you know what? I think, Lisa, you knew this. I needed this. So thank you. I appreciate it. Love you all.
Don't go anywhere. Don't log off yet. I'm going to close this out. So everybody, find life, find love, find joy, feel divine.
So you're just going to...
Oh, do you have somebody else you want to read for?
No.
Okay. Okay.
We're having a sale this weekend.
Oh, I don't know these things.
You told...
What weekend?
This weekend.
You can't have a sale this weekend?
Why?
Wait a minute.
This is the weekend we're supposed to do the clearance sale.
Oh, okay. Okay, man. Tell them about it, I guess.
And they have a special spray, people. Think about this one. It clears things in this life and the next life to come. So if there's some out of your life you want to get rid of now, so use this spray and it gets rid of them in the next life or the people they'll be connected to in the next life. It's like, this is the ultimate spiritual bitch, be gone. It works.
Courtney, the gallery tomorrow night starts at 6:30. We're packing people in at 6:30. Go ahead. Sunday sale.
Oh, it's Sunday now?
It has to be Sunday.
It's Sunday. Sunday. Hey, we're having a clearance crystal sale on Sunday. We will be starting that at 4:00 on Sunday Eastern time. Watch for notices, and we will send those out.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Discounts will not apply because it's a clearance sale.
Yeah,
So they will be discounted. We've got
if you're a member, you get a discount.
But not for clearance sales.
Right.
So
Okay.
quit muddy in the water.
Okay.
The following weekend, I'm planning on doing a regular sale, which would be, I don't know what to say. So it'll be so the 20th, we're going to do the clearance. The 27th, I guess that's Friday. Yeah, this 27th or that Sunday would be the next sale. Watch for the notices.
Awesome. Okay. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine because you are. And
I guess she wants to go. May the light be with you always.
all right, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Michael.
No, he's not going anywhere.
Oh, that's right.